Hey guys, TikTak here, and today we're going to be talking about sandwiches, the definitive guide. Welcome back to another video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about sandwiches and how they actually work. We're going to go into where to place them, how to place them, what they look like, where not to put them. We're going to talk about all of these things here in this video. I've been getting a ton of questions about exactly how to use these things, so I figured I would just make a more definitive guide to help you guys out. So we're going to start real basic. I'm going to show you how to build them. You can follow along in the video if you're still not sure exactly how to do them. So let's get right into it. You start with a half floor. So on the computer, you press F2, you take off 2 tiles, and you put that thing with the banister on the floor. Then you press F4 on the computer, or you get your roof tile, and you take off 2 of the dots as well. So you're left with a slant. You add that right on top of the banister part. Then after that, you go to F1 or your wall panels, and you put 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Then what you can do, what we like to do, is the side that's facing the enemies, we like to upgrade. So that side right there, or the other side, it doesn't matter. We like to upgrade for if they happen to path towards the sandwich, it'll at least take enough damage that we can stop them. So I just wanted to show you guys one last time actually how to build these things, just in case you were still confused a little bit. I figured this video would help you guys out with that too. So in the next piece of footage, we went all out. We tried to prove a point and show you guys exactly how to do this. You can corral the zombies any which way you want just by building these things. This is way over the top. You don't need to do this for every map, but we were just trying to prove a point that you can actually do this. In the video, you'll see us placing a ton of sandwiches, and at the end, you'll see how well they work. They bring the zombies exactly where we want them to go. This video, we didn't use a lot of traps because they take a lot of resources, but we just wanted to prove that the pathing behind the idea of sandwiches absolutely 100% works. And a lot of people are having issues with them, so we're going to show you what not to do as well. The sandwich I'm building in this clip is about 6 long and 3 deep. We weren't even sure if this is going to work, so we decided to change it at the end of the video, which you'll see. A lot of questions I have, people say they don't work. The main problem we found is people place too many of them. If you block all the paths to the atlas, they will just destroy anything in front of them. So you have to make sure you leave a path open so they don't destroy everything. Okay, right here we're going to show you how to corral them to where you want them to go. Once again, the husks always take the shortest path. So we were figuring if they spawned from up top and they dropped down, we wanted them to take the ramp, the natural terrain ramp that's right over there. What they would do is beeline towards our base and fall off the cliff. That's not what we wanted to happen. So we took a bunch of sandwiches and put it all around the cliff edge. So you'll see later on that this absolutely works, and they all go through this tunnel right here. Like I said, this video is a little overkill, but we wanted to prove to you guys that it does work. They are spawning there and there. We want them to go down there. Then we noticed that the beeline to our atlas is right there. So once they jump off the small cliff, they're going to jump off the big cliff because it's the straightest, fastest way to our base. So we end up building sandwiches there, and it corrals them to that tunnel that we want them to go down. A tip I can give you guys is to start at their spawn. So where you find the tendrils, go up to them and find the fastest way to your base where they would actually come from. Doing this allows you to find the fastest, easiest way that they can get to your base, and it'll take you through all the choke points and places you can place sandwiches for the easiest way to funnel them. You need to make sure that you cover every possible route. So in this clip right here, you can see there's a gap next to our trap, and then the zombies would walk right through that. So you need to make sure that you cover every single possible route with a sandwich, and it always forces them to go where you want them to. Alright, so over here we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 sandwiches right here, which will force them to go down this tunnel that we made for them. Then over here, if they choose to go this way, they have a really long walk ahead of them, so we know they're not going to go this way. And even if they do, we have a sandwich down there anyway, and some traps. Then if we go this way, we put sandwiches over here, so they're forced to drop down to the right of us. Right here, this is where they're going to fall. If they don't, if they go the long way, we have sandwiches right here as well. All of these things make the zombies go where we want them to, which is right down here. Normally we would have traps set in this hallway, but for this demonstration we don't. I'm just going to show you guys the other side of the base. Is right over here. What you're seeing in the clip is me trying to decide what happens if the lightning actually breaks the wall down. If it does, it kind of destroys everything. If they have another path to go through, they won't take the paths that we want them to. So we decide to actually break one of the sandwiches and build a funnel through it. So now they have two choices to beeline either up on the right or straight through from where they spawn, and that leads us to control them and put traps where we want to. It's really hard to explain how a maze works. I built up and I tried to show you guys a top-down view of what we're actually trying to do here. And I listed where the sandwiches and the spawn points and where we wanted them to go actually were. I hope these couple pictures are helpful to understand better of what we're actually trying to do. After we built everything, we perched up really high just so you do not aggro them. That's another big thing people are having problems with. Once you build the sandwich, you have to stay away from it. If you don't stay away from the sandwich, they will aggro towards it and break it. So you can see in this clip that we are up high and just picking off the stragglers. We didn't build many traps, we built a few inside there. We were just trying to show you exactly how to do it. If we did build more traps, we probably would have to barely shoot a bullet. The only things you really have to take out are the lobbers and the propane guys, because the propane guys will just destroy all your sandwiches and traps anyway, and the lobbers is because they do not go through the traps, they just stay outside. So technically this is completely viable. You could stay up here and just pick off the guys that you need to and maybe save yourself 500 ammo around, something like that. So I just wanted to prove to you guys that doing this, it does work and it's a very viable option. Sandwiches do work. Okay, lastly, what you don't want to do is you don't want to build sandwiches right in front of your base. Doing so will just cause them to break the thing down. Once again, if you build too many of them at too many choke points and don't let them have a path to your base, they're just going to destroy everything randomly. So you want to always have a path to their base. So if you do something like this, and if they were all spawning from over here, and the only way around is through one of these things, they will absolutely destroy, most likely the middle one, but I can't guarantee that. They will destroy all of them randomly, so you will not be able to predict where they're going. You do not want to build a sandwich wall like this. Even if you build something like this, and you say, hey, well, I have two sandwiches here, and this is just a wall here, they're still not going to do it. They will still randomly go around and destroy any which one they want. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. I would suggest building in the way we showed you, where you block off most of the paths and corral them into where you want them to go. It's very effective, very good. I really recommend trying it. It really works out well. But just remember not to block off all the paths that they can possibly take. Also remember, guys, to always build sandwiches at the corners. So if it's possible for them to get through, they will. So you want to make sure you sandwich everything off just like so. Otherwise, they'll just walk around and just go through the path of least resistance. So you want to make sure that you build your base normally, and then you want to put all your traps and stuff on the outskirts of the area and not near your base. So where they spawn, they have to walk through where you want them to, and they'll take a lot of damage doing so. If me and my friends actually do it this way, because you don't have to, but it's possible, you barely have to end up shooting any bullets. If you have any more questions, guys, about sandwiches or anything to that effect, feel free to stop by my stream, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, that is your definitive Fortnite sandwich guide. I really hope this was insightful. I hope to help you out. I don't think I've said sandwiches so much in my life. Thank you, Anatara. Thank you, Sentinel, so much, guys. And also, I'm going to make a video about the 1,000 subs, guys. I can't believe we hit it. It's amazing to me. I've just been so busy this week. I've had like 2 birthdays and stuff. Guys, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. We still have the Discord. It is 170 members strong. If you guys want to trade or talk or find parties or anything like that, please stop by. We'll take care of you. All good guys. Nicest community I've yet to meet on the internet. Fantastic people, guys. Thank you so much for everything. TikTak out.